Good morning. Oh, good morning. How you living? Damn, Frio. Got potholes swallowing up Priuses out there in the big Memphis. I don't want to jinx this early in the game. I like that. Oh, what up, Heathrow? How you living, baby? Get some coffee in my life. Find inspiration at the bottom of the cup, hopefully. Out of here today. Just gonna check out of town. Go on yet. Meredith. Elizabeth, I think you guys. Good to see Elizabeth. Meredith with the Buckley's beer fun. Elizabeth with the heart. Meredith with the heart. Hello, homie. Hello. I got a burger yesterday. Excuse me. Just waking up. I fucking slept in late today. I got a burger from the burger place, Mudman, yesterday. I got a video I gotta put together, slap together and post. Some coffee here to go hitchhiking later. It was super good. I was a little biffed. It was like when I opened the bag, I see like there's not that many fries, and I'm like, yo, I just paid $20 for a burger, fries, and a Coke, like whatever. But then when I picked up the burger, and the burger weighed probably like, just under a pound, I was like, all right. Immediate forgiveness. It was really good though. Making some coffee. Camp stove over here. Just leaning way too much. This wind's gonna keep it from cooking anyway. Reposition it over to here behind me. So the wind's not as bad. Oh, wait, I'm blocking the wind, I should say. Buckley here. Miss breakfast? No way, man. I'm right here, baby. No. Yeah, the rain between. I got a little bit of rain last night. I just put plastic bags over everything, electronic, and just put my bivvy over my head and called it a day. It wasn't that much. The day before, we got a decent amount of rain, like good hours of storming, and like 2 hours of a pretty heavy, moderate to heavy rain, and then like an hour of showers. And that cleared up all the air finally. Oh, it's nice to be able to breathe, dude. But I didn't realize how bad it was. I was just getting used to it, I guess. After about a week of being up in the wildfires, like the smoke, gets to you. It's fucking up my sinuses. I don't know. It was like hurting to breathe. And I didn't get any reprieve from it. I've been outside for the last 3 weeks. I haven't been in a motel since Washington State. Got a campground, and this week, instead of getting a motel, I just charged my stuff up. An outlet, cleaned up, fucking wet wipes and some water. But after the rain, once it let up, It's been so much easier to breathe. These last 2 days have been beautiful. Sue with the heart, me, Gregory with the shares. What's up, man? Coming out of the area. I'm going to try to hit back out today. I'm still in the same town. Still in the same town. Yeah. Hopefully boot Scoot and Buggy today. Hopefully being the serial shitter, it won't hurt me for getting a ride. I'm behaving for the most part. I just woke up, was making some coffee. Slept in late today. Usually I'm up between 6 to 8. Fucking 9:30. But hey, I'll take it. There's one thing out here. One thing traveling like this. Sleep when you can, eat when you can. When you're able to do it again. Oh, I don't know what that means. Sorry. Spitfire, thank you. You find your green stuff? No, I just went back and grabbed more. It was $15, and I tipped fucking. It was 18 after everything, and I tipped $2. First amount I counted. Mainly because I don't have any cash on me, and you only tip cash. It's like I'm not taking a whole nother. I do like $10 increments or whatever. I don't know. I went in, I was like, hey, I was in here earlier, and then I lost what I got here, so I'd like to get it again. And they're like, oh, there's really nothing I can do to help. I'm like, no, I don't. I just need to tell somebody. You're fine. I just want to get the same exact thing all over again. I'm not trying to get a discount or anything like that. You know what I mean? Just wanted to tell you how dumb I am. Me, big dummy. Me, big dummy. Me, lose stuff. Me, sit on buckets and get accused of indecent exposure. A hell of a day yesterday. Looking forward to getting out of here. Getting out of town today. Oh. Tatas. Tip the stores. Oh yeah. Whatever's left over in cash, usually I just throw that up. Oh, Katie, good to see you. Good morning. Just my daily morning tay-tays. But I completely understand. It's very respect for you to stop the tay-tays, but I missed them. How's my night? Good, man. Good. Yeah, good night. I took my tarp down and all that because I moved spots. Someone saw me sitting on my bucket yesterday, assumed I was taking a shit, and the chief of police rolled up. So I almost caught an indecent exposure charge yesterday. You know what I mean? So, kind of weary. Just thought that, not even the police. The police were, they were nice. They were just doing what they got to do. But the person that called me in, I don't trust that person. I was just sitting on a bucket. Pants weren't even down, for fuck's sake. That guy's pooping. Alright, so there's a cat that's been following me, and I know it's nearby because he likes to torture dogs, or she likes to torture dogs. You hear the dogs barking? That's the cat that's been following me around fucking town. And this is my real life, by the way. Katie with the fuck these beer fund. Go popular, thank you. It's my real life, by the way. But whenever I hear dogs bark in the area, it means that cat is going and harassing those dogs. So sit right outside the fence and just kind of give them middle fingers, And then usually she comes running over to me to come hang out after. So we might get another visit from my cat friend in here in a moment. I'm excited for that. I don't have any more tuna fish for her. I gave her it all yesterday. She's going to be very upset at me, I'm sure. Can't make this stuff up. But I'm glad a lot of this stuff happens on live. You know what I mean? Or I have videos of it and shit like that. Like the cat rolling up yesterday. And then I got another video of the cat yesterday evening. So yesterday morning, cat rolled through live. He wasn't right here. And then last night it came back and it was like, yeah, what's up? And it kind of hung out near me. I gave it some tuna, and then it fucked off. I took some photos of it, obviously, because I got a camera, might as well use it. But yeah, just hanging out. I'm on my phone, sitting there, keep looking over. Looks over at me. Hey, how you doing? Hung out for like an hour and a half. And then one time I went down, looked at my phone, looked over, it was gone. I was like, huh. See you later, guy. See you later, homie. No, I would get the cat housed up before I ever took it with me. With stray cats, I'm always I never know what to do with stray cats. Like if they follow me, I'm gonna get them housed up before I leave town. I'm gonna get them an owner. But if nice boil on that. If they're just hanging out and it's a stray cat, I usually just fucking leave them alone, man. And there are two camps of thinking where it's like, hey, it's better for a wild cat to be indoors, it's safer and whatever. And then there's the other camp that's like, hey, you should just leave wildlife alone. And if they're well fed and they're healthy, they're doing just fine out here. Don't take away their freedom. And I'm like, it's such a, which one do you do, So I leave it up to the cats. Fuck it. Or whatever, stray dogs, whatever the animal is. If they follow me around and they're going to, be attached to my hip and not want to be outside by themselves or whatever, I'll get them housed up, Hooked up with the local. Doesn't take long usually either. Usually that's a kitten. A kitten or a puppy will start following me around. Get them housed up. But this cat here is a full-grown cat. Big girl. No, just twice. Just twice. But like usually I hear barking first. Like yesterday in morning's lab, I heard barking first. And then yesterday afternoon, same thing. Yesterday evening, I just heard a bunch of barking. So usually that means the cat's nearby. I'm pretty sure the cat's just fucking with the dogs. Just pissing them off. And it comes over here to hang out. In case the dogs break loose, I'm sure. Rain between 10 and 12 today. Shit. That's not that far off at all. Yeah. The cat goes over there to piss him off. For sure. Let's see. Yeah, about 11. I might get a little rain real quick. That's not bad. I'll start packing up here soon. Let's get some of this coffee in me. Snow White in Another Life. Little Disney Princess Troy out here. So that story about the Disney princess. The Peter Pan story with like the Disney adult. I refuse to look into it. There's just something so inherently uncomfortable. The little clips I've seen of this person working at Disney, being Peter Pan. I don't know. It all makes me very, very uncomfortable to watch. At some point, I'll have to find out what's going on there. Oh. Wow, that's a good point, Gregory. Damn. That's a solid point. There's just something very, very uncomfortable about that whole interaction that I can't watch. I've only met 2 Disney adults that were cool as fuck, you know? I'm pretty sure these cats just had kids throughout their life, so they had an excuse to go to Disney. But 3 times a year they go to Disney. They're an old couple. And they'd always come in when I bartended on, I think it was on Thursday or whatever, they'd roll through. On the weekends too. But it was Carol and Tom or something like that. And I walked up and I introduced myself, because they've been going to the same bar for years for like lunch and dinners and shit, right? So I walk up and I say, hey, my name's Troy, nice to meet you. I heard a lot about you guys. Oh, hey, Tony, how you doing? Actually, your name's Troy. Troy, okay, sorry. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I go off and come back. Well, it's nice meeting you, Tony. Fur baby mama with the galaxy's bestest, thank you. Nice meeting you, Tony. Nice meeting you too, Carol and Tom. Have a good one. They come in the next time. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Hey, what's up, guys? I never corrected them. Fuck it, I'm Tony. Who cares? So I was Tony for 6 months. For 6 months with these 2, I was Tony. Until one day someone corrected them. You know, I guarantee they went to like a server or something, and they were like, oh yeah, that Tony guy. Tony? His name's Troy. What? Yeah, his name's Troy. No, his name's Tony. We call him Tony for 6 months, so his name's Troy. So the next time I come in is, hey Troy, how you doing, Troy? Hey Troy, how are you, Troy, good to see you. But they were Disney adults. They went to Disney 3 times a year, and they drove there from Massachusetts. They made a big trip out of it. You know, it was their vacation, retirement vacation type shit. Much older couple, you know, well into their 70s. Then, I think that's the only 2 Disney adults I've ever been like, okay, these 2 are normal. You know? Granted, I've only known those 2 in real life. The rest I've only seen on the internet. So my confirmation bias might be showing here. Hot. Let that cool off of that. Coffee doesn't even sink yet. Yeah, I mean, I get the nostalgia aspect of it. We all grew up watching Disney movies and shit, you know? And, I don't know, I really enjoy gaming, which is something that's pretty juvenile, you know what I mean? Like, gaming is something that you're supposed to kind of grow out of. I really enjoy gaming. And I really enjoy watching, like, old movies I watched when I was a kid. You know, there is that age regression type thing built into being neurospicy. But people that walk down the street wearing fucking Disney, like Mickey Mouse ears, yeah, for baby mama, that gift is perfect, thank you. People that, like, just walk down the street wearing Disney ears, Mickey Mouse ears, you know, not on the way to Disney. Usually pretty fucking weird, you know what I mean? It's like bronies. People my age that enjoy My Little Pony, that are dudes, there's a name for them called bronies. They're usually pretty strange. Played Dungeons and Dragons with a few of those cats over the years. Boy, they always try to make the campaign about banging ponies. So, there's all that. What I do for an income, social media. Social media has been my sole source of income for about 1 year and 4 months. Yeah, about 1 year and 4 months now. It's April 2025. Before that, I'd work and travel, play guitar, work and travel, ran social media the whole time. But I made the decision last year to make social media my sole source of income. And it's been going good. It's been going good. What up, Jay Miami? What makes gaming juvenile? I don't know. Maybe I misspoke there. I wasn't trying to make anyone feel a certain kind of way. But it just seems like once you hit like mid-20s, everyone's like, yo, you're still gaming? I still game. I love gaming. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I play fucking, mobile games and shit on my phone. A rare occasion, I'll boot the computer up and use that for gaming. Not often, but I do on rare occasion. I got like a full day to myself when I don't do anything. On a rare occasion. It's just fucking gaming, chilling out, But I feel like once you hit like 25, you're kind of pressured to get away from gaming and stuff or whatever. But maybe I mean, it can be seen as juvenile. Maybe I shouldn't say it with such confidence that it is juvenile. What up, Jay Miami? Welcome, man. Losing makes gaming juvenile. I like it. Also gaming with your kids. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I wasn't throwing shade for gaming. I game myself. You know, I was just trying to throw an equivalency out there. You should enjoy your life, no matter what that means. As long as you're being a good person and you're happy, you're fucking winning. But yeah, bronies and fucking Disney adults. I've never met a brony I liked. Like grown adults my age that watch My Little Pony, like super hyper fans. And Disney adults I've only met 2 that didn't give me the ick, you know. But hey, maybe I'm not open-minded as I should be, as open-minded as I should be being a hobo on the internet, you know. Pac-Man's a good game. I played Pac-Man a lot before. I was doing gaming streams for a while, and I found myself doing them less frequently. And then even like starting to play D&D again, I was like, oh, I can stream D&D. You know, I know there's some people that are curious about what Dungeons and Dragons is, or they're fans of it. But I was like, you know what? I already live streamed a shit ton. You know what I mean? No, Left 4 Dead was good. But I was like, yeah, I don't want to, like, I take a day off of the road. The last thing I want to do is live stream for 4 or 5 hours. You know, I need to have time away from my fucking phone. There's always that thing, like, let me show what my interests are outside of travel, outside of camping, you know, outside of getting miles and hitchhiking, you know. But I like Magic. Oh, hello. Scared the shit out of me. Hello. Hey, good morning, man. You got beautiful dogs, man.
Nobody's called on you, dude?
No, not yet. I'm getting out of here today, so it looks like I made it through.
Huh. That's pretty strange. I park up there, and no sooner park up there, somebody drives by and calls on me.
Really? Just for parking up there?
Just parking. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, man. People are really busybodies. They're minding other people's business too much, you know? But being on this dip here with the tree cover, like, you know, someone parked up there. They can't even really see me. I even had a tarp up here for a night.
I didn't see it till I got right here and you got cameras. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, sorry about that. The camera was aimed at me, so just so you know. But I had a couple drive by yesterday. They drove by. They just kind of creep by here, and I waved. They waved back, and then they came back with Dairy Queen and gave me like a little hot fudge sundae. They're like, oh, we saw you hiking through Whitefish, and then we saw you hitchhike from Whitefish in the corner all the way up to here on 40. Like, no way, that's so cool. So that's all who's really spotted me. But yesterday I pulled, I had my tarp set up, so I pulled my bucket out, this one here, and I was sitting under that tree because it was sunny out, so I was just getting some shade.
Right.
This car pulls up here, looks at me, I wave, and they speed off. I'm like, what the hell? So I walk into town right after that, and the chief of police shows up. Yeah, we got an indecent exposure call for you, for you taking a shit out in the woods. I'm like, no, I was just sitting on a bucket.
What kind of car?
What's up?
What kind of car?
I don't know, there's like a gray SUV or something. I didn't clock it because I didn't even think about it, you know what I mean? But there's like 2 women in a gray SUV.
Dude, I got people following me.
Really?
Literally. It's a whole network of them.
Oh,
I got
shit.
videos of them yesterday.
Yep.
Day before yesterday. And a friend that I hang out with, he's like, dude, this is too strange.
No
It's
shit.
too strange.
Uncomfortably strange, I'm sure.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I park out here, been doing it for over a year. All of a sudden, cops show up.
Huh.
Yesterday, same thing. Chief of police showed up down where I was at.
Really?
Yep.
They're cracking down on non-crime.
Right. But my idea was that, or my whole thought on that part, was those people seeing you thinking that you were me.
Oh, yeah. You can see that.
Because I did have a beard a few weeks ago. But
Huh.
What time was that? Was that after I was here?
No, that was way before.
Way before?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, no. What time did you come through? Did you come through in the morning or the afternoon?
I came through.
Afternoon, right?
After the cops showed up at my place.
Okay, okay. I think you showed up after that. Maybe like an hour or two after is when I saw you.
Yeah.
What's your
That's
name?
weird, dude. Because I've never had it. Like I said, I've come out here for a year. I had an apartment over here, but a guy pulled a gun on me, and then since then, 2 months after I moved, he said my dogs were running amok out in the street. The police called me. I went, no, dude, I'm at home. What do you mean at home? Well, I'm at home. I'm at 315 2nd Street West. Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, okay. Well, we got a call that your dogs were running around. I don't know how they can be running around when I'm sitting here in my house. I don't know how that could be.
Yeah, someone's messing with you, right? So you just come here and walk your dogs and they're calling the cops on you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Same down there. Stopped there. I wasn't there 15 minutes. Car pulled in, backed up really fast, and took off. 3 days before, car with a boat on it pulled in, drove through the field, took off. I decided that when I was going to leave. I left. 2 days later, that same car is packing up a boat out of the dude's backyard, neighbor's backyard, two doors down from where the dude pulled a gun on me.
Huh.
I'm like, no, dude, that's just not happening no more. That shit's gonna stop right now.
Yeah, man, it's just unnecessarily dangerous.
It's craziness, dude.
So I think I decided I want to be a cop in this town because if their biggest problem is people taking shits, that's a pretty sweet
Hey,
thing, man.
that's a pretty good one, man.
Yeah, the chief said that's a pretty big problem around here. I'm like, really?
It's not a problem in this. Go to Portland. There you'll find a problem. I mean, they literally poop in the street. Literally. Walk into Ross in the mall and there's a pile of shit sitting next to a post.
Right, right.
What the fuck, people? And half of them are like this. Because they're all fettied out.
Right, right.
I'm glad you're not high.
No, man, I like my green stuff. I like my beer. That's about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she'll let you know you're on it.
Yeah, it's weird how dogs can sense that kind of thing. A lot of them don't like it.
She don't like it at all. I was home invaded twice when she was a puppy.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
For 3 days she didn't get fed because I was knocked out on the floor.
Right, right. Damn, man. I'm glad you're all right.
And yeah, she remembers it like it was yesterday. I already know.
There's the association with it.
Anybody that smells fetty or like adrenaline,
Oh, really?
they're
Tense or
getting ready
right.
to beat somebody up, or they're pissed off about something.
right, fight or flight or something.
Yep.
Yep.
She tends to watch them.
That's not a bad
And
thing.
if they come back, she tends to bite them. It's like, hold on, man. Can't be doing that, baby. She just got run over out on the freeway 3 days ago.
Oh, really?
Survived it. Never seen a dog get hit 55 miles an hour and fucking survive.
Damn, yeah.
Ever. Anything for that
Yeah,
matter.
she looks great for all considering, fuck.
Yeah, she got her paw skinned up.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
She got a fat lip
Yeah, it's swollen.
and her back leg.
I see. Looking raw there, yeah. Still, it could be
It's
a lot
all-
worse, that's
it's
for
all
sure.
that happened, dude.
Yeah, man.
But see, I taught her to lay down, roll up. And I think that's what she did. She seen the car coming. She just went, and it just barely caught her and rolled her.
Right,
The
right.
dude behind, the car didn't stop. But the dude behind her behind him did. Said she come bouncing out like a basketball, dude.
Fuck.
Out from underneath the car. I was like,
Must have
holy
freaked
shit,
you
dude.
out, man. Yeah.
No,
That's
come
a
here,
trip.
mama, come here. And she come walking over to me, and I was like, yeah, I think she's gonna be okay, but she's gonna be sore. Yep, she's been a little bit sore. Today's
That's a trip.
the second day out. Yesterday she got out of the car. I made her get out finally. Like, that's enough laying around. Gotta walk it off now.
Yeah, you milking it.
Yep. Pick her up and set her down on the ground. Pick her up and set her in the car. She's like standing there looking at me. No, you're getting down now.
This is great. I'm gonna do this every month. Yeah.
Right? I don't think she'll ever get near the road again.
Lesson
Not to
learned.
cross it anyway.
Lesson learned.
Well, nice meeting you, man. What's
Hey,
your name?
Troy, what's yours, man?
Troy? Richard.
Richard, nice meeting you, Richard. Pleasure,
Nice
man.
meeting you too.
Hell yeah, brother.
Come on. Let's go, Mama. Come on. I know you're sore. Come on. Walk it off. Walk it off.
Nice guy. So you know the secrets. Whatever. I'm not here to do anybody. I was nice enough to have a conversation with me instead of calling the police on me. I should wonder how the dog got on the freeway and all that. You know, but that's not my business. Oh, not my business. Day in the life, right? Hey, I'd rather someone come up and yap my ear off. You know, I'd rather someone who's Japanese show up than someone's going to call the police. Hold on. The brightness up on my phone. Happy Friday. Yeah, I mean, I like talking to random people, get different insight, different perception of things, you know. But sometimes they don't leave, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're stuck there like forever. You know, they'll start slowly packing up and shit, you know. But yeah, he walked up yesterday. I had the live going. I had the big tripod out. He was like, I see when he saw it, he was like, whoa. Yeah. I told him today, I was like, yeah, it was aimed at me, just so you know. Yeah, I'm trying to hitchhike out today. See, Toby Tough Knuckles over here. We trying to buy a car? We headed next east. Once I get out of the mountains here, hour and a half down the road, it gets a little bit more barren. You know, so it's nice I got to chill here, enjoy the mountains of Montana. Yeah, I'm glad I jumped out in northwest Montana. But I need to get fucking moving. I'm spinning my wheels here for like a week. You know, I was just fucking walking from town to town and shit. A great workout, you know, it was great exercise. Fucking hoofing for hours every day. Some beautiful photos and videos I gotta go through, edit up. But I gotta actually get moving. You know, stop fucking around. Yeah, you're looking thick though. You know. Mark Nichols? Shoestring? What about him? It's better for you guys to put an entire sentence in the chat, because like I might not see like your response to a question I have, or I might, if I don't know what you're talking about. Just put the whole thing in one comment, one sentence. So if I do see it, I'll be like, okay, now I can respond to this question or comment or whatever. You know what I mean? Gypsy with the heartbeat, thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, nice little spot here. Call home for the night. Yeah, pack it up soon instead of getting rain here. Thanks for the heads up on the rain, Tom. I wouldn't have known. I didn't even look it up. I was like, yeah, fuck it. What I make for breakfast? Somewhere around here. Haha. I got blueberry almonds. What's the protein on these? 7 grams. So I got 14 grams of protein because I got 2 of them for $3. Some blueberry almonds. Some Blue Diamond. And When I get into town, I get a protein shake. I get a little bit more caffeine. What up, Top Flight? And go hitchhike. Just gonna stick my fat fucking thumb out and try to get it right. Yeah, Christmas of 2028, New Jersey, Dave. Back to the road. Yeah, I mean, I'm California sober. You know what I mean? I still fuck around with other shit periodically, recreationally, but usually I just like my tobacco, my beer, my green stuff, and I'm fucking good to go. And you can take one of those out. I'm all right. Leave the tobacco. But you can take the beer, the green stuff out. Take one of them. I'm still fine. But I've been drinking a shit ton these last fucking 2 weeks. It's like 2 days a week I'm not grabbing a 6-pack. I gotta slow down. I'm not noticing any negative side effects. You know what I mean? I fucking walk around so much. I can shed weight quick and whatever. I can have a high calorie intake, high carb intake, and still be all right. But I'm reminded of a year and a half ago where I just went nuts with it. I was just like, I'm gonna eat nothing but shitty food, and I'm gonna just drink my ass off. And I remember how fucking rotund I got. Walking around like I'm expecting I'm 3 years pregnant and shit. Queen Diva with the 9,000 gifts, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm not in California. You can be California sober anywhere. Yo, Hunch, it's good to see you. Bacon sausage, biscuits, gravy with sausage. Hell yeah, brother, hell yeah. I lost a shit ton of weight. I'm 235 now. At my lightest traveling, when I first started traveling, for the first 2 years, I was at 240. And I slowly started gaining weight. I slowly took it all off. So at 235 now. So I weigh way less than I did when I first started traveling. We're going to celebrate tonight with the 6-pack. It's getting bad, folks. It's getting bad. I got a 6-pack of Tall Boys, Miller Lite yesterday. It's Miller Lite. I got the trash over here. Coors Light. And then, I didn't drink the night before, so I was like, let me fucking really tie one on. So I went and got a Buzzball, but they didn't have Buzzball. So I got an off-brand Buzzball called Big Sips. You know what I mean? Like, that is a scream desperation. I don't know what it does. Who the fuck buys off-brand Buzzballs? And it was like the White Russian one. It just said chocolate, There was no chocolate in it. Just off-brand Buzzball. Oh, come about 3 years? Hell yeah, Brian. Hell yeah, dude. Huntress, good to see you. Oh shit, I got my phone over. Yeah, you can be California sober anyway. I don't know if you can drink if you're California sober. I think it's just the green stuff. I think California sober is if you're sober off everything, but you just do the green. So I don't even think I classify as that. So I'm just not sober. I don't know. It's a liqueur, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's like a mixed drink, a Buzzball. I didn't try one until I was in Eugene. Someone in the chat's like, yeah, they threw $3.75 exactly how much a Buzzball costs. Like, yo, you got to try one, and I did. And I get them probably once a month now at this rate. But grab one to go with the 6-pack, instead of grabbing a dip or something. So usually I'm just kicking back in the 6. Fucking good to go. It's raining out. Hopefully not too bad. But little drizzle's fine. I'm under a tree. I've only been on the road, dude. My 5-year anniversary was last week. Well, fucking time flies. Just started my 5th year. I've been traveling for 5 years in a week now. Where's the time go? Oh. Marvin the Monkey. What the fuck is that? Tyler, thank you very much. Marvin the Monkey. Good to see you, homie. TikTok got some weird ass gifts, dude. I swear they're on a list of substances themselves. The guy told me he's just a local, a little out there, a little bit of paranoid delusion, from what I could tell talking to him. But nice guy, you know. He came by yesterday. We chatted real quick. I was on live. He came by again today. And we just had a conversation. He's nice, you know. Anyone that's willing to talk to me when I'm doing something like this and not call the police on me, I'm all about. Damn, it got dark. Damn, it got dark quick. Fuck it. I want to finish my coffee before I start anything up. We'll wait till it starts raining, then I'll fucking pack it up, lickety split, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. I don't feel like not having coffee in my life. I want to ease into my day. I don't care if I get wet to do so. Indiana's flooded. That's a shame. Birthplace of Larry Bird. No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Indiana. I'm equipped for floods. I got a bucket. I'll just take the fucking bucket and just empty all the water out of Indiana. I got you. To receive your donations, let me check. Oh, how's he that weirdo? Oh shit. No, that can't be right. Oh fuck yeah, dude! I got paid for my merch last night. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Marty, I don't know why I'm not getting any notifications, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I got Do Not Disturb on. I was editing last night. Marty, thank you very much for the Cash App. Smiley, thanks for paying me out for the merch. Yeah, that's great. I was fucking broke this morning, so that works out swimmingly. You know? The only reason I was broke this morning is I spent my money poorly. Fur baby, nothing. I got nothing yet. It sometimes takes like 5 minutes to come through. You know. Yeah, Marty, thank you, man. Sorry, I missed. I got my phone's on Do Not Disturb. I always fuck that up. What app was it? Fur baby mama, PayPal or Venmo or what? Checking my transactions just in case. Good Stack. I don't know what Good Stack is. Did you get scammed, homie? Did you get a message from me asking for money? Because I don't do that. So if you got a message and someone's asking for money or whatever, and you sent it over, thank you very much for the donation. That wasn't me. No, it says good. Oh, you sent. Okay. You sent a donation. The note says Good Stack. Okay, I thought that was a different app or something. Sometimes it takes a little bit to go through, like 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. They use it like in the bio. Okay, cool. Yeah, nothing yet. Again, it might take a look 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. Either way, thank you very much. I don't care if it was $1 or $1 million. You know, so fucking cool to get to travel the country and fucking talk to people on the internet. And that funds the travels and all that. Fucking dream I live. You know, got 2, Bryant. There were 2 of them. Listen to this shit. So, I went to a gas station 3 times yesterday. First time, get supplies after the green store, right? The Magic Cabbage store. Second time was going back. Hey, did anyone happen to bring a white bag up to the front and say someone dropped this? No way. Yo, you lost that? Yeah, it's whatever. My fault. And I walk out and I come back when I went and got more green stuff. You know, I went and replaced the 2. You know, and yo, Elizabeth with the future fucking encounters. Thank you, Elizabeth. I mean, you guys are being too nice. Elizabeth, thank you very much. What up, Shadow? But I went back a 3rd time, and they're like, oh, you found it. And I'm like, no, I just grabbed 2 more. And then I was talking to one of the lady behind the counter. There was 2 of them. I was talking to the one that I didn't interact with yet about the indecent exposure thing. You know, how like someone called me in for sitting on my bucket, thinking I was, going to the bathroom in my bucket. And how they almost jammed me up during this whole thing, trying to find my fucking green stuff that I lost, right? A hell of a day yesterday. And then the one I was talking to the first 2 times, she's like, I know you from somewhere. I was like, yeah. Do you watch a lot of train riders on social media? A lot of travelers? She's like, oh my God, I love you guys. Yeah. You have TikTok? She's like, anywhere, man. I was like, yeah, what's up? What's your name? Call me Troy. What's your name? Sharon, you're really him? I'm like, yeah, dude, what's up? I've been following you forever. Oh my God, I used to follow Shoestring and the other one and this one and that one. You guys all know each other. I'm like, that's fucked up. Just because we all do social media and we travel, we know each other. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, we all know each other. You know, which one are you thinking of? She's like, American Hobo. He just passed through Whitefish. I'm like, yeah, That's Daniel. We're trying to meet up with him later. We haven't met in real life yet. That was a cool little bookend for the day, you know. Oh yeah, all hobos gotta know each other. We do. you know, like either we like them or we don't like them. No matter what name you mention. Oh yeah, I know that motherfucker. I can't stand him. Or yeah, he's a cool motherfucker. I think I just got that fur baby mama. Fur baby mama, was it Have a Freaky Friday? Thanks for the Tales from the Road. Is that you? I don't want to say your Christian name. Happy fucking Friday. Yeah, guys, you made it. You know, for those that work Monday through Friday, you've made it. It's over, you know. It's the 60s or something like that, I'm sure. It ain't bad. You made it through the week, guys. Congratulations. No note, really. Oh. Well, Jacqueline, thank you very much for the PayPal. Fur baby mama, thank you no matter what. Thank you very much. I'm sure it's just lost in internet land. Oh, no, that's the one I just got. We'll find it. It'll show up, I promise. With Google Pay. I didn't even know you could do that. That's cool. Oh, was it on Patreon? Oh, Less Than Real Car, the best. No, Marty. They're the second best. All right? Well, slow down. Les Blackwell and Real Car Rosie are not the best. They're the second best. Now, who's the first, you might ask? Now, a lot of you probably think I'm going to say me because I'm a cocky motherfucker. No, the dog. Hobo Dog is number one. And then Les and Real Car, number two. You know, I said goodbye yesterday to everybody. I'm really proud of that. Granted, the conversation was like, I'm like, dude, this is going to get me jammed up. You know there's one motherfucker from Reddit in here. You know, you guys were talking about, I was like, I cannot be part of this conversation at all. I got to fucking get out of here quick. Well, guys, you better get going. Nice seeing you. Nice talking to everybody. Oh, Troy, you leaving? You gotta... Hey, guys, it was nice. It's nice talking to you. Rosie's awesome. I was really hoping Real Car Rosie Art stuck with social media, you know, because I saw her like starting to go live, and you know, the whole progression of Real Car Rosie Art getting very comfortable in front of the camera reminds me of when I first started up. You know what I mean? Like I was nervous as shit when I first started, and you kind of see like Real Car wanted to do the live streams and the social media part, but it takes people. It took me a long time. It takes a lot of people that are like introverted and not like super extroverted. It takes us a while to find our rhythm, find our groove, you know, and she stuck with it, you know. She stuck with it, got through the early awkward stages, only having a couple people in a live and a slow chat and all that, and then fucking made it, you know what I mean? Like her numbers are better than mine right now, and I hope they stay better than mine. It's fucking great. Les Blackwell, same thing. You know, but it's so, whenever I hang out with like Abby the Spoon Lady, the one time we hung out, the 3 times me, Les, and Real Car hung out, the time I hung out with Gypsy, I'm a supervisor 3 times, you know, and anyone else that's a traveling social media creator, it's so fucking great, you know, because like we all do things in a different way. We're bouncing ideas off each other, you know. Me and Les sitting next to each other, just fucking having a couple of beers at the end of the night, some of the best ideas that have ever come out of me, or the best advice I've ever gotten is from him in those moments, you know. Just fucking sitting there having a couple of beers and chilling out at the end of the day. Like, all right, fuck, we're done. We're done traveling. We're done live streaming. You know, he's done performing. You know, I'm done editing. We're just sitting there fucking hanging out. We got like an hour or 2 to ourselves, you know, at the end of the day. That's what it's like, dude. You want to do social media and you want to fucking travel. Like, that's going to be a whole fucking day when we get up to the moment we go to bed. But, seeing how other people do stuff is always cool, but just bouncing ideas off of people or getting ideas and advice from people that do something very similar, you know, it's fucking beautiful. And Les Blackwell is the main reason. Like, in the very near future, I want to be behind the camera. I don't want to be in front of the camera so much, you know. You see me kind of take the content in that direction. We're doing more like POV style POV style recording instead of like me doing exposition talking about it. You know, I gotta find a traveler and just follow them around for a month and just fucking record the shit out of it and edit it up and make a documentary. You know what I mean? That's the goal. Will I ever get there? Who fucking knows? I gotta find the right subject, not just anybody. You know what I mean? I gotta find the right person and be behind the camera more than in front of it. You know, that's the idea. You gotta have a goal. Van Man Mod. Fuck kind of name is that? You gotta have a goal. You know, and he's spending 5 years learning about framing, composition, lighting, sound and audio, editing, you know, angles, everything. You know, the gear and equipment I use. I carry a mobile studio with me, you know. But I find myself after 5 years wanting to be behind the camera, you know, and show other people's stories more. But that's the idea, that's the dream. You know, right now, the way things are and the way they have been for a long time, it's like, you know, for me to get views, my face has to be on screen or has to be on video. You know, that's when we get the most views, exposition style. But again, it's just a goal, you know. You know, Fur Babe, if you sent something and I didn't get it, just give it time. Gave it to my charity, even better. All right, so you drop, instead of dropping a donation on me, you dropped it on my charity. Dude, that's fine. Leave it like that. You already spent your money. You know what I mean? Yeah, True Colors United. It's a charity started by Cyndi Lauper back in the mid 2000s, early 2000s, I think. That goes to, that supports like unhoused teens, especially teens of color and teens in the LGBTQ community. But it just helps homeless teens in general, you know. And I wish there was a program like that existed when I was a young person on the streets. You know, I was out here like 14 to like 16, just couch hopping and sleeping outside. You know, whatever's out there is better than what was at home, kind of thing. But yeah, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about you know, trying to get money my way. Now you already donated. This went to charity. I have no problem with that at all. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's perfect. I haven't done a charity drive on here in fucking Lord knows how long. I don't even remember the last time we were pushing charity. You know, I've aimed to like specific people and helping them, whether it's just building their platform or, you know, fucking getting some bucks their way. You know, sometimes some people in the community are struggling. We fucking put them on for a while, try to raise some funds for them. But like charity-wise or like philanthropy-wise, I haven't done anything in a long time. So, thank you. I'll try again. Don't give me more money. Like, don't give me any money today for a baby mom. I'd rather you not, because you went to donate to me, you donated to the charity instead. But next time, you go into the link. There's a link there, the Linktree link, and that'll have all my financials in there. You know, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and all that shit. Trina with the Harvey, thank you. Next time though, man, you already hooked it up today. You know, like I'm doing fine. I did wake up this morning probably like $10 to my name. I went to bed last night with $10 to my name. Then I got paid out for my merch. Smiley Creations paid me out for my merch this morning, and I got 2 donations already. That all together, that's like $100. You know, I went from 7 to 100 in the blink of an eye. I'm doing fine. But I was looking at my charity. Yeah, this is funny because I was looking at the charity yesterday. We raised like $1,500 through the app. You know what I mean? Never mind all the promotion we've done throughout the years for True Colors United. And I was like, damn, we haven't done a charity drive in a while. Get him, Houdini, get him. Amanda with the Go Popular in the heartbeat. But yeah, that's interesting. Good morning, Kathy. I will say there's people that aren't comfortable putting their information into like Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, or don't use them to pay or get paid for anything. And there's people that aren't comfortable with giving TikTok their financial information to do gifts or super fans and all that. Don't worry, just watch the lives, just watch the videos. You're fine. You know what I mean? Like people start feeling really guilty about not like contributing to like the channel or contributing to what I'm doing. Let's happy people watch, man. You know, as long as I keep this fucking number up here above 100, as long as my videos get views over 1,000, I'm fucking ecstatic. You know. You tell you're a smoker. What gave it away? What gave it away, Annette? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Annette. What do you mean? Is it me constantly leaning off camera to take a puff? You never get views? It's tough, man. It's a tough market. You know, it's oversaturated with every kind of creator you can fucking dream of. But time. It's all the time. Just keep fucking putting in time and effort. People will watch it. You gotta find your people. They gotta find you. You know. Slowly, very slowly, and by degrees. You'll get if you get a few pops, hell yeah. But like at the end of the day, you know, if you just do it for long enough, people will find you. You know, the big pops don't really do much for your platform, believe it or not. You know, you get a video over 1 million, and if you get lucky, you get like, you know, let's say you got 5,000 followers out of it. How many of them are really going to watch your shit all the time? You know what I mean? Like, how many people are going to join your community if you're community building? Fuck, it's raining. I knew it was going to happen though. It's dope. Hoping it wouldn't. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes over here, world's greatest detective. Guys, I think that guy that keeps leaning off camera to take a puff, I think he's a smoker. I have no idea who that is, King Doug. So, is that the Mormon guy? Howdy. What up, Foxtails? Wendy in the house. Howdy. You sad in that? Oh, well, just find a hobby. You probably won't be sad. You know what I mean? Going to random lives and judging people on the internet for their vices is fucking weird. That's fucking strange behavior. So maybe find something more fulfilling to do with your time. You know what I mean? It's a fucking Friday morning, Friday afternoon, depending where you're at in the U.S. And you're like, I'm going to spend my morning judging people for their vices on the internet. You know? Maybe spend some time, put a fucking profile picture on. You know what I mean? They're free. Just take a picture and put it on the internet. Get yourself a profile picture. It's not hard. You can Google it. Smiley Creation, what's up, homie? Yeah, I got your Cash App this morning. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Wasn't expecting that. Much appreciated. You are eating, okay. Yes, me eat food. Me eat food. Me have food here. We have some blueberry almonds here. Me have two. Me gonna eat both for breakfast. And for lunch, I'll probably have a protein shake and a banana. And for dinner, I'll have something more substantial. Fucking rain. Puts a wrench in the live streaming. Oh, thunder's always good too. This live might be cut a little short here, folks. I can't let my phone get wet. Oh, blueberry almonds are fucking great. They're cheap too. They pay like $1.50 per bag. Oh, I got rain for the next hour. Fuck. Get this in. It's time to go. Some stuff last night. Hell yeah. Here comes the rain, do 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 do. Here comes the rain. I said it's alright. Do 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 do. Here comes the rain, do 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 do. Here comes the rain, and I said it's alright. Do 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 do. Oh. Fucking hate starting my day off in a rush. Oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. Feel bad for me in the chat. I gotta hurry up and do stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Well, the rain could just stop. No. Maybe the rain could just stop. Oh, it got worse. Huh? Okay. Gotta go before the sleeping bag gets wet. Keep that dry no matter what happens. I'll be warm at night, you know. I'm gonna end the live once it really gets bad. So I don't want my phones to get wet, obviously. That's no bueno. Sleeping bag safe. Oh. My sign over my camera bag. Fuck, this shit's getting wet quick. Woo-wee. Good morning, world. Fuck. Happy to see rain in the area, though. All the wildfires and shit. I changed my clothes today, but rain had different plans, I guess. All that up. Shit, my pack didn't get wet. Damn, it's starting to puddle up. You know what? I'm gonna tarp it up. I'm gonna get soaked if I don't. Use the trees to my advantage here real quick. It's fucking pouring out right now. I don't want to lose anything because I'm moving quick. Keep everything in its home. I end up running off, forgetting shit, or losing it. Everything's getting really soaked right now. My little tarp up here, hopefully. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it's big enough. I think walking for 20 minutes in this shit would be a bad idea. So just gonna fill the tarp up. Hopefully stay a little bit dry with the tarp. Try to do it in a way I don't have to tie anything up. Get this all locked and loaded here. I don't have a high wind right now. I think that'll work. Get my belt on real quick. Flash the camera. Real careful here. Look at my electronics in my fucking bucket. I don't want that getting wet. Right now the only thing soaked through is my sleeping mat. Top of my pack. This here. I'm wet, but that's okay. It's not winter. I'm not worried about it. Right with you, folks. Just trying to micromanage my shit here. Oh no, the top fell. Dropped all the water on the camera. Yeah, buddy. That's awesome. Love that. Have to do port in the storm, you know? This is trash. Put that in the trash. This is paracord. I'm gonna do something with this real quick. Pop down on the corner. Flash this other corner down too. Be right with you, folks, I promise. I just gotta get all my stuff waterproof real quick. Alright, let's take all these branches and gently tuck them back away from me. There we go. Oh, what's that? Okay. We are goodish. The best we're gonna get. Let's do my tarp up real quick. I don't think this thing's gonna stick for too long. I'll get my sleeping mat over here. Everything's soaked. So maybe decide to put the tarp up and just hunker down. My sleeping mat was starting to fucking puddle. I was like, alright. It is not a light rain. We're going heavy here quick. Just gonna let that dry out. As long as it's dry by tonight, I'm happy. I'll get some sleep. Alright. Good times. Good times. I only got the small tarp up, so it'll take 2 seconds for me to take down. Not that big of a deal. So my electronics here are charging. Stuff that we got left. Oh no, it's not charging. Oh, it is charging. Nice, okay. So we're good. Just gonna hang out with Mr. Tree here. Rain all day. I saw rain for like an hour and then it's supposed to stop. Catching a flight back to Boston? No, I'm not in a rush. Catching a flight back to Boston? No, I'm not in a rush. Got a smudge. There we go, it's better, right? My leg's getting wet, but that's alright. At least my stuff isn't getting wet. Get you all electronics and shit, you know. If I think if I got all my electronics got ruined at once, it'd be probably about $4,000 worth of shit gone. Camera, lenses, power bank. Power banks are fucking expensive. $50 a hit. 45, $50 a hit. I get 6 of them. I got 7 of them, but one's a small one. An emergency one, you know. A little moisture, a little bit, you know. Turn into a rainforest out here in Montana right quick. It's already starting to lighten up a little bit. I was packing everything up. I was just going to walk out of here, but it was coming down so heavy. I'm like, dude, it'd be smarter just to stick the tarp up real quick. So I did that. And I got rain for an hour at least. Maybe it'll let up. Fucking hands are too wet to use my phone. There we go. This one's not too bad. Yeah, I got about an hour of rain. Then it'll let up. I'm only getting drops on my leg right now, so that's not too bad. It's a lighter clip. So I got a black lighter clip here and a silver one here. So if I rip my clothes or my pants or something, like hop on a fence somewhere I shouldn't be, trespassing or whatever, I can pop these off, patch the hole, pin the hole shut and keep on going. As a man that doesn't wear underwear, you can't have a giant hole in your pants, you're going to catch another kind of charge. It'll fucking turn into a tree. And I got a Union Pacific pin from the train company, Union Pacific. I went to a rail museum out in Portland with Hobo Lupo and a friend. And I got a pin to commemorate it, remember it, you know, it's a good time. Oh. Fucking rain. The area really needs rain, so it's a good thing. Little Commando Troy. Could be Union Pacific pin too, hell yeah. Let me get this pack. Better spot. This is getting wet. Look like poison ivy. There we go. My pack won't get more wet. That's good. My legs getting wet. That's all right. Better than fucking puffing in this shit. Hour of this and it stops. Oh, keep the camera dry too. Oh. Now, if this was the winter, you see a whole different Troy. I'd be like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I'll scramble. So I'll pack everything up real quick. But, I'm not worried about getting wet myself. I'm not in danger, you know? Winter time, though, you see a whole different Troy. I'm like, fuck, shit, oh, God, because, like, I need to stay dry to stay alive. And the phone is not charging. Kinda is. Wants to. Yeah, don't touch anything. Sometimes I get caught in the rain. I can't count that high, homie. You know? Here I had a tarp set up. It wasn't just to rain today at all, allegedly. Just to get some rain yesterday. I got a little bit last night, like the weather said. And then the day before, I got a pretty gnarly storm. So I had my tarp set up. I took it down because, you know, someone called the cops on me for sitting on my bucket. They thought I was relieving myself, you know, so I was just probably, you know, like, the spot's blown up. You know, let me just take all my shit down. So that's why I'm wet right now. But nothing got soaked through, really. At one point, the tarp did come down when I was setting it up. I bumped into it and knocked it down and just dumped all the water on my camera bag. Fuck. Hopefully I don't have an issue with that later. Those Nikon D7100s are pretty waterproof, water resistant, you know. I've definitely lost a few of the rubber components that keep it super water resistant. Kathy's mad with the hat and mustache. There's a rain. I don't like being wet. I hate being wet, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been doing this for a long time. Usually in the morning when you see me packing up camp, I'm taking my time with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm starting my day off and just packing everything up. But when rain happens, you see how, or a cop shows up, you see how fast I can pack shit up. You know, I fucking get it done. I do it every day. You know, and it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to get the job done. Good morning, Luke Cthulhu. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in the Anywhere Man Hobo Show. I just set my tarp up to prevent getting everything I own soaked. Some stuff is very wet, but nothing sensitive is wet right now. And that's what it's all about. Back end's getting wet, that's fine. I got all my electronics kind of like right up against me and inside the pack, so I should be okay. Electronics wise. I am always surprised. Power banks are like really resistant, like resilient, I should say, like, you know, getting wet. You know, you don't want them sitting in a puddle, but they can get wet a little bit and still keep on functioning just fine. You know, I don't think I've ever had a power bank shit to bed because it got wet. Charging cables are super sensitive. Charging ports are super sensitive. They get wet at all, you know, you're in trouble. You know, you just cause a lot of damage to your charging cable of your phone. I don't use propane. I guess I do. I use isobutane. It's a propane butane mix. I think those camp stoves better that have that attachment to them. I've used propane. I just prefer that for some reason. I can't even tell you why, to be honest with you. I prefer the iso. I think there's more accessories available in sporting goods stores for isobutane compared to propane. And you can always get an adapter. You just use both, whatever's cheaper, whatever's more convenient. But I always got to think how much I'm carrying. I can't have a bunch of shit I hardly use, you know. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the electronics, I'd still hate getting wet. You know, but it'd be a lot less like fuck. Like, oh, it's raining out. All right. Put all my electronics in one bag and call it a day. Like, I keep all my shit in plastic bags. Like one of these bags I've had for 2.5 years is how long I get to keep these plastic bags in rotation for. Or if I get a thick one from the store, like California or any of those places that make you pay for the bags, I'll use them for as long as they hold up. Keep on being a bag. So that waterproofs a lot of my shit right there. I don't do the Ziplocs because, like the really heavy duty ones got the little zipper, plastic zipper. I'll break those. I'm not gentle. Ask any of my ex-girlfriends. You know, I'm not gentle. I'm not a gentle human being. But the finesse of a sledgehammer, I guess I should say. But I have some, like when I'm charging up. Like I was charging up down the road here for a day, and check the static. I have a big Ziploc bag that Pizza Hound gave me when we met up in Portland. That I put all my stuff in when it's going to rain out. Like I'll put my power, the surge protector in there, the power banks, the bricks, the cables. I'll put them all in there, and then I fold it in a way. I already broke the zipper on it. I only got it 3 weeks ago, or a month ago when I was in Portland. But yeah, it's letting up a little now. It might pick back up though. I'm hearing thunder and all that coming in behind, so it's okay. My right side, my left side rather, is getting a little wet. Everything else is staying relatively dry. My sleeping mat's going to need to be dried out before I pack it up. I hate that mildew smell, so I refuse to pack things up when they're wet. So it looks like I'm going to have to hang out here for a little bit. Free shower, baby. No dog? Nah, no dog. And I got the jumper cables. Yeah, I got them. I use them every day on my nips. Is it raining in Memphis for a hot minute? Really? Oh, farmland out there to the west of you. There you go, decent rain. Collecting rainwater. I was using my water jug. Oh no, my water jug's wet. Damn it. Quick little impromptu shelter. Using my small tarp. Not a lot of room. So I've used this to like. I'll sprawl it all out and tie it off. It's a 6x4 tarp. So I'll use it in a way that my feet will stick out the end sometimes if it's a light rain. I'm not worried about my Gore-Tex shell or my sleeping bag. It's pretty water resistant. So light to moderate rain, I'm not even really worried. Like last night I got some light rain. I just put all my stuff in plastic bags and put my baby over my head and kept sleeping. But this tarp is a small one. It's half the size of my other one. Less than half the size of my other one. So this is like a good sitting tarp for shit like this, you know, much more manageable and workable because it's only 6x4. If I try to pull my 10x12 out and get it all situated, like it would have taken me a few minutes longer than setting this one up. I just tied out the corners up here and then draped it over the tree over here. What are you guys doing? Getting awfully close to my crotch there, folks. Be careful. You don't want to catch it, I'm telling you. This is a shit show under here, but hey, it's working. There we go. Decent sized tarp. I get the one Tigris sells a rain fly for the hammock. It's like a hammock system they have. And the grommets are really small on it, but it's 12x10 for like 45, 50 bucks. I think 55 on the high end, depending on where you're at. I usually grab them from Amazon. You know, the one I have is over 2 years old. I'm definitely ready to replace it. There's little holes and stretch marks on it from just using it for 2 years, you know. So it's done its job. Time to retire it. Kicking over the tripod, I knew it. I don't use hammocks. I should try it at some point, but I'm kind of scared of hammocks, to be honest with you. Relaxing though, man. No, I've never gone to Harbor Freight, to be honest with you. But those like military camo tarps, those are so heavy, dude. A lot of travelers use them, and they're convenient. Like in a rain like this, I could burrito up. Me and all my stuff, I could just burrito up. With these, it's a polyester tarp. It's either nylon, nylon, or polyester. I always forget the material. But any of those materials, if I burrito up in it, if I wrap myself out, like if I just touch this, my hand's gonna get wet. You know, like anything that touches the tarp will get wet and bring water into under the tarp. So it's a lot more lightweight. You know, like they pack super fucking small. Like this one packs this big. My big one packs this big. You know, like 12x10. If you got a regular polyurethane tarp, the thing's gonna be fucking. You gotta roll it up. It's gonna be huge. But they work. They're so fucking. They're workhorses. You know. Yo, is that Amanda? Amanda with the choo choo. Thank you very much. But yeah, they pack so small. I use them, you know, when I need to, which isn't often. I don't set my tarps up every day. Like the cowboy camp, like looking at the sky when I'm going to sleep and shit. But that's the trade-off. They're super lightweight by comparison. They probably weigh half as much, if not less, and they pack really small. So especially with me carrying all this recording and streaming equipment, you know, like size is important, pack size is important, and weight. So it's kind of the trade-off, you know. I can't just wrap up in my tarp. I'm gonna get soaked. Where you can with the bigger ones, like the camo ones you find at Lowe's, Home Depot, sometimes Walmart, and Harbor Freight I guess has them too, the polyurethane ones. But they're fucking heavy, you know. Good morning, Erica. Too blessed to be stressed with the rose. Erica with the Go Popular, thank you guys. And everything seems to be staying dry. My sleeping mat's out there getting wet, but that's fine. Camera bag got wet when I dumped some water on it from the tarp by accident, but that's staying dry now. I'm dry, my bucket's dry. My left side's getting some rain on it. Well, not even that much. It ain't too bad. I'm sure my back's getting wet too a little, yeah, but it's fine. It is what it is. I got another 45 minutes of this shit. I want my stuff to stay dry. I don't really care about me too much. I'd rather stay dry, but I really don't want to pull out my 10x12 tarp and make a big scene and spend 5 minutes setting that up and then another 5 minutes taking it down. So we'll just work with what we got. I was trying to leave, like, now. I was wanting to drink a cup of coffee this morning and pack it on up, and the rain started a little bit earlier than they said. So now I'm stuck here until the rain stops. I'm glad I made the decision just to say, fuck it. I was packing everything up. I was going to hike out of here. Really do, let's say, 20 minutes to get to anything that might be able to keep me dry while I'm getting soaked the whole time. It's let up a little bit. It's a moderate rain now. It was heavy for a while there when I first started. I don't hear any more thunder, so I think the worst part of the rain and the storms already passed me. But bless this little fucking tree. give me a spot to put my tarp up. Yeah, it's very relaxing, right? Got a 93% chance of rain in the next hour. Let me check the radar. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll stop. Yeah. I should set my other tarp up, looking at the radar. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm looking at my sleeping mat. It's soaked. Still getting water on it. It's like I don't want to pack that up wet. That's gonna get that fucking nasty mildew smell. I hate that fucking smell. One thing I worry about drying out right now is myself and that sleeping mat. Just fucking break out, get out of here. Oh, where can I go? I got about a 20-minute walk to get back into town. It's the only thing I can get cover in town there. Maybe a long walk in the rain, everything's gonna get soaked. Probably better off just staying here. What state next? I'm going east, so North Dakota. You kind of used to be old school dirty kids. How you, man? Amanda with a toucan. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not a dirty kid at all, but I'd rather hang out with dirty kids than rainbow kids, to tell you what. I've met a lot of cool rainbow kids, but I'd rather kick it with a fucking dirty kid. We're just on the same level. Yeah. I don't gotta hear about fucking rocks. No, if you shove this rock up your ass, you'll get some goddamn respect around here. If you charge this in the moonlight near your booty hole, it'll cure your cancer. Yeah. I can't have any more of those conversations. Yeah. Hey, you got an extra power bank? Yeah, man, I got a $45 power bank right here I can give you. But like, hey, you gotta trade me something in return. How about this rock? Like, that's a piece of sidewalk. It's a lava stone from Chile. Fuck out of here. Oh my God, yeah. Again, I've met some really cool rainbow kids, but if I had to choose one to hang out with for the rest of my life, dirty kid or rainbow kid, it'd be dirty kid all day. Rainbow people are cool. They're not my kind of, my speed. I've seen some rainbow kids do some fucking gnarly shit, like terrible things to people. A lot of them got that con artist vibe, but that's a gross generalization. I've met a lot of cool rainbow kids, but again, the conversation usually goes into mysticism, fucking the magical powers of fucking rocks, and shit like that. Whereas dirty kids are just like, they want to drink and have a good time, that's me. I'd rather go drink and have a good time and then talk about the healing power of a fucking piece of concrete. There's definitely an overlap. A lot of rainbow kids are deadheads, and a lot of deadheads are rainbow kids, or they're aware of each other, I should say. Sober now? Hell yeah, dude. Not to need my validation, but a lot of people don't make that decision, proud of you. I'm not. I've been drinking a lot these last 2 weeks, too. I gotta slow down. Take a break. But, it's been nice, you can be able to afford it. Fucking $10 at the end of the day, get a 6-pack of Tall Boys. Wind down after a day. What up, Charlotte from Alabama? It's nice to slow my brain down at the end of the day, no matter what green stuff, drinking or both. But I try to do it every day, except for the last 2 weeks, I was like, fuck it, we're drinking. I gotta slow down before I get fat again. But that's the only reason I don't drink all the time, every day, all day, is because I don't want to get fat. I'll tell you right now. It's the only fucking reason, dude. But I've seen a lot of travelers use it as a muscle relaxer, you know what I mean? And sometimes just make excuses for shit, but like a lot of travelers be like, oh, it helps me relax my muscles at the end of the day. And it's like, yeah, it will, but also like after a while, it turns on you. You can't do that every day as a muscle relaxer because it won't work after a while, because you're taking all the hydration out of your body and adding a whole bunch of sugar in. It's not good for your muscles at all. It'll actually tighten you up after prolonged use. A day here, once or twice a week, if you're using it for that kind of purpose, yeah, man, you'll be fucking feeling good. It'll loosen you up a little bit. Things get tight out here carrying all this shit, But if you do it fucking 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week, it will have the adverse effect after a while. Again, it's just pulling all the hydration out of you at the end of the day. You know, when you wake up, you're going to be very dehydrated, or at least slightly dehydrated, I should say, not to exaggerate. But, and how much you're using too, obviously. With the fans, you used to tour with the Dead in the 80s? Hell yeah, man. Sounds like a good time. I've never been too much into the Grateful Dead. I enjoy their music when it comes on. I've never been like, oh, this song sucks. You know, but I don't go out and search them on a playlist or something, you know. Hold on, this sleeping mat just funneling water back towards my pack and my camera bag. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Got my trusty sign over here, fucking covering up my camera bag so the really sensitive electronics don't get wet. It got soaked, but hopefully not soaked through. I'll do a damage assessment after the storm. Come on in under the tent, come hang out. Really? Yeah, I don't know the calories, dude. I think a 6-pack of Tall Boys is probably an extra 1,000 calories in my diet. Amanda with the cow napping. I know it's a cartoon, it's a gift on TikTok, but I always feel bad for the cow. What the fuck is wrong with my brain? You know, I'm like, oh, that poor cow. My phone's not getting wet, hell yeah. Wet, but that's okay. Just on my left side here, getting soaked. Well, it could be worse, I'll tell you what. Keeps my stuff dry. Seems to be letting up a little bit too. What's up, Jen? Jen's ghost in the chat. I was sitting there yesterday in Hitch's Live, and when the topic of conversation went that way, I was like, dude, if there's one Reddit troll in here, I'm going to hear about this for fucking 3 months. Anywhere, man, was present in this conversation. Let me get the fuck out of here real quick before I get my ass in trouble. So I started the corny goodbye. All right, guys, nice talking to you. I'll see you later. It was very nice being here. Oh, Troy, you leaving? Yes, you leaving? Because what we're talking. Hey, guys, it was nice talking to you. I gotta go on get. Get the fuck out of there. Friar Troy, hell yeah. Tell us scary stories. It was the pizza man the whole time. Got your cream beaver. You gotta fill in the rest yourself. But, at least the rain's picking back up. You know, that's always good. Oh, he bounced out fast. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like, I always got to keep that shit in mind. Like, all right, can this be used against me in a very harshful way? You know? Whatever I'm talking about, whatever I'm getting into, wherever I'm at, how can this be used against me in a fucking a weaponized manner? You know, no matter how innocent, it was an innocent conversation. You know, there wasn't anything bad, but you can easily clip that out of context, and you got me right there. You know, so I had to dip out quick just to prevent any issues in the future. Definitely wasn't innocent. Before that wasn't innocent. We're all flirting hard, you know. It's for like an hour. It was just a bunch of dudes all hitting on each other. You know, I've never been so bricked up in my life, man. Surprised my pants didn't get pregnant. But yeah, the weather's not great today. Started raining out. No, this is my ground tarp. This is one I use on the ground most of the time. It's much easier to work with because it's only 6 foot by 4 foot compared to my 10 by 12. You know what I mean? That takes me a while to set up. Otherwise, you know, I got to keep that up, and you got to have multiple tie-off points. You can't even just do the corners. You got to do something in the middle on the ridge line, you know, and all that. So instead of, and plus it couldn't even, you know, it'd be too far out and it'd be on the road if I set it up in any plow point configuration or something similar to this. So and plus it's much easier to pack up the small one, much easier to set up and work with. This doesn't give me a lot of cover, you know, so I'm getting a little bit wet, my stuff's staying dry, and that's the important thing. But, yeah, this one seemed to be the right one to do, so pull it out real quick, get it set up, keep my stuff dry, and easy to break down too. Like, this whole thing will be packed up in a minute, rather than 2, 3, 4, or 5, whatever way I had to set the big one up. I'm getting moist. I am getting moist. Yeah, I don't mind that word. I'm not token. Ugh, sopping. Glad the area's getting rain though. Yeah, wildfire season rains, not a bad thing. Moist blueberry muffin? Hell yeah. I hate that word. Ew. Ew. I hate that word. That wouldn't help. I'm trying to figure out how to keep my sleep mat soaked. I don't even know why I'm worried about it. It's just going to keep getting wet. I'll just dry it out after the storm. Certainly puts a wrench in things in the plans for today. Wait this rain out. Looks like after the next 45 minutes, it'll slow down a little bit. And I'll go on and get out of here. Light rain's not bad. Moderate to heavy. I'm not trying to walk for 20 minutes in if I can avoid it. If I can not, that'd be great. Oh yeah, smoke's been horrible. Yeah, but even after the rainstorm, not yesterday, the day before, I can actually see the mountains. The mountains weren't just like some kind of hazy silhouette in the background anymore. Like it's been all over down Montana for me. Or you can even see the mountains through the smoke. So it was nice to get some fresh air too, man. Not to like breathe in fucking smoky air and be able to see stuff. Kind of took away that primal instinct to like run. I'm starting to think maybe that was the issue. Like when I got up to this area and all the wildfires, I'm just spinning my wheels, just fucking walking around like a madman, but not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Just walking, like not leaving town, like staying in the same county, just walking around, hoofing around like a fucking insane person. And I'm like, what the fuck is up with that? Why am I doing this? I don't know. There's maybe something primal because of the wildfire and the smoke. Fucking jam me up. Or maybe I just was being too fucking hyper productive, and my brain was like, yo, we're not doing anything but working out now for a while. Oh, when I take a shower, walk by the mirror, I'll be like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bring your own tent, yes. Huh. You were in Montana last weekend, yeah, it's pretty bad. This is party for BYOB. It is. I don't have any drinkies to offer you guys, sorry. I've done drank them all last night. Rain. I didn't get spotted yesterday. I had my big tarp still set up. I plan on hanging out in that last night and breaking it down today. But I got jammed up with the police yesterday for sitting on a bucket. Someone thought I was going number 2 in my bucket. I was just sitting on it in the shade. But after that, I was like, let me take the tarp down so that way I can't get any camping charges here in Montana, illegal camping charges. I figured like someone would roll up and fuck with me at some point. The person that called me initially would come back, or the police would come scope the spot out or something. But no, man, just left me alone. So some regret there. But then again, I wouldn't have been comfortable all last night, yesterday evening under the tarp. I wouldn't be comfortable. Every noise I heard, I'd be like, that's the police coming to kick me out. So I'm glad I took it down just for my own peace of mind last night. Kind of paying for it today though. Getting a little wet here. Whoa, man. Dropping the last smoke. Party foul. Oh yeah, thank you, D. Scoot over. Yeah, guys, take it to a shooter, man. It's only 6 foot by 4 foot, and you really only have 4 by 4 feet of clearance here, so you guys got to really jam on top of each other. Highly recommend taking off anything that's padding going to get in the way. Clothes, just take all the clothes off, jump under the tarp. We're all stacked on top of each other. Hey, if things end up sliding in certain places, hey, whatever, man. We're just trying to stay dry. I want to be in the middle, though. It's not a tent. It's just a little 6x4 tarp I just draped over some fucking tree limbs. It's doing the tricks, keep my shit dry. After it got a little wet there. Oh, hell yeah, Houdini. Slide away. Cue the slip and slide commercial. Excusez-moi. It's letting up a little though. It's not what the forecast said, but sometimes you get lucky. I got really lucky so far with the rain, so I guess I was overdue for some bad luck. I didn't realize how far I am out of the tarp in the back end. Whoops. We're gonna get big wet. Oh, it's gonna rain for longer now. It's tight. I love that. Yay. Yippee. Yippee. Oh, yeah, going on for another extra hour now. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, I love weather forecasters, man. That's fucking awesome. Can't catch the cooties. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own mud pit here, Queen Diva. At least I don't have a high wind. This tarp could go flying right now. I don't have to set up even like semi-permanent way. Relaxing sound though, right? But I think there's nowhere to fall back to. There's nowhere to fall back to. I gotta go all the way back into town. It's like 20 minutes. You know, it's a part of me that's like, go fucking hoof it, get out of here. But I guess it's gonna get more wet. You know, at least my gear staying dry. All my electronics and shit. Hell yeah, a little tarp ASMR for you guys. No rain gear, just tarps. I used to use like frog togs and shit like that, but I usually just hunker down in the rain now and just wait it out. I am getting a little antsy, man. I want to fucking get moving and shit. But I just gotta tell myself the rain had different plans for me today. I'm trying to get a ride today. I don't have to backtrack to get a room. I'm trying to avoid that. You know, so I'm trying just to get some miles today, hopefully, once the rain lets up, if it lets up. Ideally. Oh yeah, I'm warming up. Yeah, it's not bad. It's already warming up too. You know, nights get chilly out here, but I'm usually in my sleeping bag and fucking hoodie and my hat and all that. My beanie. I'm warm as shit. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Gene. I'm on TikTok. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm being a bad social media creator. Oh, it's so cold. It's so radiant cold for a reason. The only thing that can warm me up is universes. Cash apps. No, I got rain for another hour. It's gonna let up. Let's check the radar. Maybe an hour and a half, but I think after the next half an hour it should let up. I'll be out of the heavy, moderate rain into the light rain. I don't mind if we're out some light rain to get out of here. Please get stored, Jason, you know. Find a place to tuck in real quick. Always forget to wipe the tears away. I want you guys to wipe them away for me, that's why. I'm not sure. I didn't have a fallback plan from here, which is like out of character for me. Usually I got 3, but I gotta get to town. You know, it's like a 20-minute walk to get to town. So if the rain turns to a light rain, it's moderate right now. It keeps going moderate to heavy back and forth. So if it switches to light rain, I'll just fucking start walking. You know, try to dry my sleeping mat out later today. I fucking don't like packing things up wet at all. How are you getting wet? And a drop of rain under the tarp from the branch here. Interesting. Must be traveling down the branch here. I'm dripping here. Yeah, nothing like a fat cash app to wipe the tears away. How you getting wet? What a loaded. Ben with the cash app. I owe you $1 from last night. Yeah, you do, you dirty bird. So I am. My left side is out of the tarp. You know, my left side here, my left arm, left leg, and then my back end. You know, even like right in the back of my hoodie here is out of the tarp. You know, I gotta give the pack and the gear, you know, that takes precedent for the staying dry. So I'll get a little wet, that's for sure. And I am fucking wet. And it's not a little, it's a lot. But I'm comfortable, just wet. Hell yeah, Brian, I can sit here and bitch about it. What's that gonna do? You know? Yeah, rain it out. Feel bad for me in the comments. Hey, you can't see my breath. 99 North Carolina. Yeah, well, I'm up by Canada. You know what I mean? I can smell the fucking maple syrup from here. Maple syrup and poutine I can smell from across the board. Plus I'm puffing on the off camera here. Ain't it fit in the dryer? I wouldn't put my sleeping mat in the dryer. It's like a foam material. I'm overdue for a new one of those too. I've had this one for a year and 4 months. Like it's time for a new one. But also it's getting really dirty in the bottom. That's the point. But this rain, at least will clean that off. Usually I take it to a do-yourself car wash and I spray my sleeping mat down. You know, a couple bucks, whatever. But if everything gets soaked through, yeah, I'm hitting the dryer. You know, if I'm at a laundromat or a truck stop or even a motel that might let me throw my stuff in the laundry real quick. You're paying for it anyway. They usually don't care. But none of that's wet. Everything that got wet is like my sleeping mat and myself, and that's fine with me. And this tarp up here, that's a good thing. Camera bag got a little wet when I was setting the tarp up. I knocked it down the corner before I tied it off. I was just getting it situated before I tied it off on each corner up here. So when that dipped, it just threw all the water on my camera bag. That's all the expensive shit. The next 19 showers. Ben, what the fuck you doing, brother? Here's a dollar from last night. Here's 19 for the next 19 showers. Fucking hot shit, you. Thank you, brother. Yeah, so this is my small tarp. This is my ground tarp. I'm just using this as a way to keep my shit dry until this rain lets up. It's much easier to work with. You know, the big tarp is 10 by 12. It's very hard to manage. And plus, it's a lot longer to pack all that shit up. You know. Oh, hell yeah, Justin. You know, it's so fucking crazy to me. I'm the last person to travel with Shoestring. And I'm so glad American Hobo came around because he's filling that shoestring size void in social media. You know, he's a really cool dude. Talked to him a couple times. He's been in here a couple times, you know. But when Shoestring passed, everyone was like, people were pissed off and saying like, you're trying to be Shoestring, which was never the case. I've always done my own thing. I think a lot of people didn't realize from his community over the Red Play Button app that already was established on here with a decent following. But the other side was people bitching that I wasn't being like Shoestring because I don't copy anybody. I do my own thing, you know. Maybe when I first started, I'd be inspired by people, but I've always just done my own thing. Very, very early on, decided that do things in the way that I want to do it in a different way. It doesn't mean it's better. It's just how I like to do it. So people were pissed off that I wasn't doing all the same style videos that Shoestring did. And I was like, I'm gonna keep doing my own thing. You know what I mean? Like, he was my homie. I was inspired by him. He was my idol and the last person to travel with fucking Shoe. But I had no interest in replacing anybody. You know, it was fucking big shoes to fill anyway. So American Hobo came around. He's blowing up the Red Play Button app. He's blowing up on here. You know, he's doing fucking great. Love to see it. But he does videos very similar to that style, the exposition style of hopping trains and stuff. And he's really good at it. So love to see it. And again, he's filling that void that the social media has had since Shoestring passed. Oh, thank you for the kind words, Justin. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, we out here. You know, there's not a lot of us left. Train hopping, hitchhikers, and shit like that. You know, there's still quite a few, especially in this time of year. Probably around 200. You know, all the part-time riders start moving this time of year, and they hunker down for the winter. So in the winter, it's probably about 50 of us that do this full-time year-round. There's probably another 150, 200 total that would do it in the warmer months only. Which, again, I'm not judging part-time riders. As long as they don't lie, misrepresent. You know, like, I've been traveling for 10 years. It's like, yeah, but you've only been out on the trains for 4 months total in those 10 years. Come on. Shit like that, it irks me. But people that just ride part-time and fucking enjoy your life, whatever that means. You don't want to be cold. You don't want to be... Who the fuck wants to be freezing cold on a train anyway, you know? Camping out in a fucking snowstorm. I do, because I'm a weirdo. I'm hoping, Scott. You know, I'd like to do this. I just finished off my 5th year. I just started my 5th year. Sorry, finished off my 4th. So I've been traveling for 5 years in a week now. You know, you're running from the defecation police. I'm on the run. That whole situation did cause me to take my tarp down so I wouldn't catch an illegal camping charge. You know, like, yo, the spot's blown up. You know what I mean? If they see me anywhere, they know I'm up to no good no matter what. So I took my tarp down, my big tarp, and that fucked me over this morning. You know, I'm getting pretty soaked here. My stuff's dry, and that's the important part. My sleeping mat and myself, the only things that are wet, and that's not a bad thing. I can dry off. You know what I mean? I can't dry off my computer, my camera. You know, that shit doesn't want to get wet. My phones and shit, you know? So that's all dry, and that's what's important. But I have my tarp set up, and everything would be dry right now. Just hanging on the tarp, chilling out, listening to the rainstorm. And I gotta sit here and get wet until this rain lets up. 20-minute walk in town. It's going moderate to heavy rain, so my dude, if I fucking pack it all up and run into town, it's 20 minutes. I'm gonna get soaked all the way through and all my shit. So I think it's smarter for me is to sit here, get a little wet, and then fucking keep moving. Good to see you too, Scott. Blue oranges with the hard me. Thank you, homie. The legend himself. You got a gift from Tank Lit. What? What does the world come to? I wonder how many tank cassettes he was on. Wyatt, what's up, Wyatt? I'm gonna start doing that, man. Let's just jump into people's lives and say my own name. I don't know why I find that so amusing, but I do. Amy Ann, what's up, homie? You like stickers? Me too. Deranged people at TikTok with the follow. Fuck, man. Do I classify as a deranged person on TikTok? I guess I do. No, no hotel tonight, man. I skipped the hotel this week and last week and the week before. The last motel I got was about 3 weeks ago out in Spokane. Last week I got a campground for a couple days, so I got the rest up, which is nice to catch up on editing and shit, you know. I avoid the dry sack stuff because it's so expensive. I just use plastic bags. You know, go to the store. Like in California, you get really thick plastic bags. You got to pay like 50 cents for them. And I use those. And I'll use the same one for a year or two before I got to swap them out. But those stuff sacks are so fucking expensive. I can get a thick plastic bag in the state for free or for 50 cents. You know, it does the same thing for me. But I usually hunker down in the rain. I don't usually walk. Like, I used to hike in the rain and all that, and I realized you're gonna get wet, even with rain gear and all that. You're still gonna get wet. It takes longer to get soaked, but you're gonna get soaked either way. You know, so I stopped hiking in the rain. I just hunker down in it now. Light rain, I'll fucking get some miles in real quick. Oh, I've been at it for 3 weeks sleeping on the ground now. Like I haven't been on a bed in 3 weeks now. Which it doesn't really bother me. I'm fine. You know, I like sleeping on hard ground. It's great for my back, you know, honestly. But when I get that next motel now, like next week, I'll be out Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. We'll see how long I can stretch my power banks out for. I'll fucking really, the first thing I'll do when I check in, plug all my shit in and just fucking take a nap. I guarantee you. Just fucking lay on a soft bed. But no matter what I'm doing, if I do it for long enough, I want the other one. You know, like if I'm on the road, like for 3 weeks now, I've been sleeping on the ground. So like once I finally get a motel, I'm like, yes, bed. But like if I get like 2 or 3 days in a motel, I'm ready to get back on the road. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm bored. I'm gonna fucking do something. So no matter what I'm doing, I enjoy it. But after a while, I'm yearning for the other one. If I'm in a motel too long, I'm yearning to go back outside. Or when I take a break every year and a half, I'm yearning to go back outside. If I'm outside for too long, I'm yearning for a bed. You know, some temperature control. You know, no wind. No wind. You know, the way about stuff flying off, flying away from me. We'll go find my hat somewhere down that road. But usually, let's say California, so the last like 4 or 5 months has been, I get one night in a motel a week. Like for 1 week, I get one night. I charge my stuff up, I rest up, and then I go. Do some editing, and then I go. And then the next week, I'll get 2 nights in a motel. That way it's not too heavy in my pocket, and I kind of spread it out a little bit, you know? So I get 2 nights. I get that whole day inside of a motel room just to chill out and fucking rest up. I don't get to carry my gear at all in the slightest, which is nice on occasion, you know? But, you know, and when times are really good on social media, man, yeah, I'll fucking get 3 nights if I can afford it, you know? Get 3 nights in a motel, walk out broke, and fucking figure it all out, you know? It's a pretty cool setup being able to go live and fucking have people care enough to keep watching and shit. I'm not making $1 million, nor would I want to. I don't have a savings, nor do I want one. I like things the way they are. You know, sometimes I get to fucking chill out for 3 or 4 days and just fucking be a hedonist and eat a shit ton, whatever. And then other times I gotta fucking just keep moving. You know, there's funds are tight or whatever, you know. But honestly, the best shit I get into is when I'm broke. But I can't afford that motel and shit gets crazy, or I can't, you know, I'm just scraping by for basic necessities and vices. I always got tobacco on me, you know, no matter what. That's when the most interesting shit I can put a camera on happens. You know, when shit gets buck wild because of the weather, or I got nothing to do, so I'm just walking the fuck around taking photos and videos. That's the best shots I'm gonna get. So I genuinely like things the way they are. Most weeks are good. Some weeks are fucking amazing, you know, financially. Some weeks are really slow. Look, what sucks for some reason, usually if I get a bad week, you know what I mean? If I'm clearing like less than $100 throughout the whole week, I'll tell you now, usually I'm making like $250 to $350. $350 on a good, you know, on the like the higher side, $2 to $250 on the lower side. That's usually my average per week between like gifts and donations, right? But you know, sometimes I can go live for 15 minutes and make $100. Sometimes I can go live for 8 hours and make $4. You know, you never know. But I genuinely love it. You know, but it does suck because like usually I got a bad week, the next week is bad too. Fuck. 2 bad weeks is rough. 1 bad week I can get through no problem. I can fucking do that standing on my head. 2 slow weeks financially, I'm like, damn. You know, things are getting more and more broken and more dirty. I'm like, damn. Gotta figure something out. But it's just the nature of the beast, social media. It's like when I bartend, you can never fully budget what you're gonna make on tips. Same thing with social media, I can never fully budget what I'm gonna make on social media. It's random. You know. What up, Dad, man? Obsessed on the weather. I used to really freak out, even rain. I'd be like, oh my God, you know, and I do it on live. You see me all stressed out and shit. Now I'm just like, hey, whatever comes, comes. Whatever happens, happens. Nomadic, what's up, homie? Whatever happens, happens, you know? But even like I'm getting wet right now, you know what I mean? Being uncomfortable today, if tomorrow's nice weather, or even this evening is nice weather, I'll enjoy it all that much more. Because I just dealt with fucking shitty weather, you know? Put this in a better position here. Legs falling asleep. Just cover that camera bag with my sign. That's sticking out a little bit. How bad is that? That's not too bad. I got all the electronics in my pack right next to me here. That's staying dry. The other side of the pack's getting wet, but that's all my toiletries and shit. No big deal, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of it's creators that scam and straight up grift. You're like, all right, you suck. You know what I mean? Like, people still fall for it for some weird reason. You know, there will be case studies for social media, live streaming, and grifting and scamming. But some creators are just too fucking greedy. You know, like every video you watch is a TikTok shop. You go into their live, they're trying to sell you something at the bottom. You know, everything is just all, they're battling all the time. Everything is just fucking money and transactional oriented. And to each their own. That's what you want to do as a social media creator. Go knock yourself out. But I feel like that just completely kills community building. That's one thing I took a cue from on the Purple app, the Twitchy one. You gotta watch what I say on here. Community building is super important on there. Red Play Button app, not so much. You know, a creator can never know who's following them and never read comments and still do just fine. Same thing on here. You don't have to have community building on TikTok to be successful or to get views. But I enjoy like knowing who's coming through the chat. You know what I mean? Like to some degree. It gets harder as it grows more and more. But it's something I enjoy. You know what I mean? Having a community based around the platform instead of just like, hey, I'm here for money. All right, see you later. Got the money. You know, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. But especially with what I'm doing. You know, so many people travel vicariously through me. You know, and I want you guys to feel part of the journey to some degree. It was easier back in the day when I had 20 people in my chat. You know, I could respond. I could read every comment live. I could respond to every comment in the video. I can respond to every message. Bro, like, I check my messages for like 15 minutes a day now, and then I gotta stop because I got so much I gotta do. You know, like, if people get mad at me, I'll never get that entitled bullshit. Or like, and I'm a recovering people pleaser, so I will feel some guilt when someone gets upset with me. You know, that's more of a me problem, right? But people get generally mad, like, yo, I sent you 15 messages, you never responded. It's like, yeah, you're in a sea of messages, homie. Like, by the time I end this live, I got 50 new fucking messages. You know? What do you want me to do here? 73 and I send a prayer for you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're still human? Yeah, I make mistakes. That's why keep me in check, man. If I ever get too greedy or do something immoral or unjust or I'm ever wrong on something, we might not agree even throughout the conversation. At the end of the conversation, we might walk away not agreeing with each other, but at least give me a heads up. You know, at least consider it. Because no one's perfect. You know, I'm barely tolerable. 2, underbidding. Underbidding. Amanda says for Maha Ben Him. Is it Maja? Probably Maja. But yeah, for fucking Maja Ben Him says $2.99 for prayers from him. Undercutting. Our community teared up? Fuck yeah. That's making me tear up. You know, hell yeah. The community teared up. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. I think it's cool whenever we accomplish anything. You know, mainly that's you guys doing stuff. You know, and I'm just here. You guys are fucking ones like doing the goals and shit like that. But I don't know what tearing up means. You know, the tears on, I don't have no idea what that means. Second one, Maja, okay. Maja. Guess I should eat breakfast. This fucking rain sucks. It's the heartbeat levels. Fucking trees leaking water in my pocket. Weather. Fuck, it's not letting up. I'm gonna stay longer now. It still says after noon time it'll slow down. We got showers in the afternoon potentially. Really wanted to get out of here today. This thing that sucks, like, you know, my brain's like, stay put. Stay put in this fucking workout and walk around everywhere and check stuff out. And then finally I convinced my stupid ass brain that we gotta move. Stop fucking around here in Montana. Get through the mountains, get into the plains. And then the weather's like, nah, you're not doing that today. You're just gonna get wet, you fuck. Oh, look on the radar. I haven't checked that in a minute. Yeah, got another hour. I got light rain. Another 45 minutes, half an hour. It'll lighten up a little bit. Maybe I'll just walk out. What up, Callie? Yeah, a little rain today. It's all right. I was being way too comfortable. You know, like 3 weeks I haven't seen a fucking single drop of rain out here. You know what I mean? I'm just fucking walking around, laying on the ground, sleeping, waking up, and walking around. So ever since I hit the desert in Washington all the way to here, I don't think I've seen any rain at all. I haven't put my tarp up. I haven't fucking find cover or anything like that. I'm just fucking chilling. So I was overdue to get wet. Yeah. But I got rain a couple days ago, a little bit yesterday. I had my tarp set up and I broke it all down because someone saw me sitting on a bucket and assumed I was taking a dookie. So they called the police on me for indecent exposure. I didn't get charged with anything, which is nice. I'm not trying to do 10 years up here in Flathead County, Montana. But, I got spots blown up. Shelly, howdy, homie. It's cold there. It's not bad. It's just raining. It's fucking wet. I'm not too wet. My back side's wet, and my left side's wet. But my front and my right, only slightly damp. So, yeah, it's only moist out. Nothing rain for the last 3 weeks. Hey, they'll help you with the wildfires, you know. Sure you get them out there in West Virginia too. Like after fucking 3 days of rain, you're waiting for it to stop. You know, you can see some sunlight, give me a blue sky. It's not so dreary. Especially doing videos and photos. That's my biggest problem. Is like I use the sky a lot. You know what I mean? Like in my shots for video and photo, the sky's a fucking paid actor. I haven't had any out here. You know, like when I first got into Montana, I had like one clear day. And then after that, it's just been fucking, you know, it looks cloudy because all the wildfire smoke. And now it's just cloudy and dreary. So trying to shoot and film around that, oof, man, it's a pain in the ass. But made it work, you know, figured out different ways to do it. I'm like, all right, the sky is not interesting. That can't be more than this much of the fucking shot. Can't be, you know, anything from like here up can be sky. Everything else has to be subject matter. Where if you got a beautiful sky, especially like sunrise and sunset, But even something blue with some clouds, something interesting, you can have that be half your fucking shot, you know, for a video or a photo. But I lost that, and as soon as I got into Montana, that was gone. So working around that was fun. It was challenging, and I like that, you know. That's the thing that kind of sucks about what I do. It's like I need to be, like, usually people pick one type of photography or one type of videography. They do weddings, they do sporting events, they do portraits, you know what I mean? They do headshots, whatever. They do one kind. Where I find myself having to do all styles and learning all these different styles, which is cool. I get to learn, like learning new stuff or having a lot more stuff to learn will keep me interested in something. But once I master something, I'm like, I'm done with this ADHD type shit. But it always sets back my content whenever I'm doing a new style or format for videos or for photos or for photos or video. So fuck. Like when I started doing like voiceover narration stuff. No, not voiceover narration stuff wasn't too hard. To get it to sound good was the hard part. When I started standing in front of the camera and doing like historical stuff last year or points of interest, where I was in front of the camera talking and I couldn't see myself in real-time feedback, those videos sucked. You know, when I first started doing that, fucking garbage. I didn't get good at that until I hit Colorado. You know, it was like 9 months into the trip, 8 months into the trip, going from Boston to LA. I finally got good at it. You know. So you can keep making the same exact videos. If people get bored of watching it, or you can try to expand your portfolio, you know. Plus, like, I'm at the mercy wherever I land. If there is nothing to check out, it's all nature. We're gonna check out some wildlife stuff, you know, get some scenery shots, birds, animals, whatever the fuck, you know, we're gonna bump into. But if in a major city, it's like, all right, let's go check out points of interest. You know, the Capitol building out in Sacramento, the bridge out there. I walked all over Sacramento getting photos. Or like if it's a rainstorm, oh man, if it's a rainstorm at night and then it stops, oh man, that's the best photos you're gonna get. You know, all the puddles for reflection, or like the slick looking ground, you know, all the asphalt that's all shiny and shit. Beautiful shots. I only had the opportunity of doing that twice. I do this full time. You know, like the rain, it rained out and then it stopped, then I get to go out at nighttime, get some beautiful shots. Railroad tunnels, not here. West out of here is a really long tunnel I've been on before. And then east out of here, I think, if I remember correctly, all the tunnels are into the side of a mountain, but like one side will be open. It'll have like, you know, steel supports, steel beam supports, column supports, but it'll be open. So I'm not gonna worry about the carbon monoxide stuff. No, it says the next, up until 1 p.m., so an hour and 15 minutes from now. But it looks like in the next, like, half an hour, it'll slow down. I won't be in the moderate to heavy rain anymore. But this whole area needs rain so fucking bad, and I ain't sweating. And plus, if the sun does come out later or tomorrow, there won't be any smoke anymore. Like yesterday, I got to actually see the mountain. I went to some hazy silhouette, like it's been all over Montana for me so far. It's been, you know, fucking hard to see anything, period. So the air is the air quality is way better. I've never noticed air quality shift like that because it was so sudden. You know, we're from like smoky for weeks, and that's all I was breathing in, to it rained out, all the smoke went away, and it was like, oh man, fresh air, fresh mountain air in Montana, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. So I set my big tarp up in a way that it would channel the wind, so that way my tarp wasn't going to act like a parachute. It would channel the wind and then feed it back into the tarp, so I'd get airflow in the tarp and the walls wouldn't get all wet and slimy. And it worked out great. But like when I was right there, there was fucking fresh air coming in. It was beautiful. How do I deal with the snow season? So usually I pick a Jen. Howdy, thank you, homie. So I don't use a tent. I just use a tarp. You just configure it in a way the water's going to go away from you. You know, A-frame configuration, the water's going to go down the sides. You know, if you can aim it with the wind and all that and work it with the wind, keep your tarp from flying off. That helps. Dad, man, howdy, homie, thank you. You don't want to set up next to an incline. Like if there's an incline, you don't want to set up right here because that'll just funnel all the groundwater right into you. If you do that, you got to dig a trench right next to your tarp or tent to get it out. Any way you're going to get wet in a tent is the same way you'll get wet in a tarp. It's not different. It's very not different. If you get a puddle next to your tent and it gets to where your tent is, the water's going to come in the tent. It's just a matter of time. Same thing on the tarp. You know, if the water's coming in and water's coming in, got to reroute it. Doesn't happen often though. Especially when my tarp is a 10 by 12. So when it's all set up and done, it still covers a good, 10 feet by 8 feet, 10 feet by 6 feet, 8 feet by 6 feet, whatever way you got to set it up. And that's a lot of footprint, you know what I mean? That's a lot of room for activities. Like 2 people, full gear, a dog, a guitar, a bucket, 2 packs, 2 people, and a dog can fit under my 10 by 12 tarp and stay dry, If I got to set it up that way. When it's just me, I'm going to set it up much taller, so I get a lot of headroom. As long as the wind doesn't go over 30, I can set it up in a way that'll keep me from the tarp flying off. You always run the risk of popping a tent stake. You just got to go out and put it back in. You're done. It sucks in rocky terrain, like when you're in the mountains or, the spots that are super fucking rocky in the soil, because you got to find the sweet spot. You got to get that tent stake in there and work around the rocks and hope you don't hit a big rock under earth. So it can take you a while to find that sweet spot. You just keep trying until you get it. That's one thing, like, you'll see people fucking, like, bushcrafters and shit, like, up in Ohio, it's not rocky at all and shit, you know what I mean? It's like fucking super, like, easy turf, easy soil to work with. And they're like, yeah, I use tent stakes and I beat them with a rubber mallet or I beat them with a branch. It's like, yeah, that's great unless you hit a rock and then you bend your tent stake. All my tent stakes are bent anyway. This is me hand putting them in there, They're trying to step on them and push them in. But, just be careful of social media, fucking survivalists. 1, they're trying to sell you something. Everything is just a way for them to sell you something. 2, they're picking the best possible fucking situation. They're not doing survival situations. They're finding the best spots to fucking set their stuff up and make it look like it's super fucking easy. But I've never seen a single bushcrafter setting up in rocky terrain, in rocky soil, not one time. I'm sure there are videos out there. I just haven't seen them. The vast majority are like, oh, you just get it in there, bang, bang, bang. And you're like, oh, wait, there was no rocks there. Convenient. Oh, this is tilled soil on your property. How nice. How nice. In perfect conditions, it's very easy to survive. Like Bear Grylls. It's super easy to survive when you have a craft catering service and a production team following you around the woods in the desert. Get long nails. There you go. I'd be worried about the weight with those personally. I carry 4 tent stakes, cheap ones. I gotta replace the ones I get, but I usually pay like $3 at most for my tent stakes, and I carry 4 of them. And then if I need more, I can just carve them out of wood. I did that when I set up here initially when I had the big tarp set up. It's just like, oh, I need more stakes. Let's carve them out of wood real quick. Doesn't take long at all. And like, yeah, if you're going to be building a semi-permanent camp, you want a nice big tent stake, thick fucker, and you want to baton it down with another piece of wood or a rubber mallet. You got to crown the top so it doesn't split when you're hammering it and all that. I've never needed that. I've never needed that much support. I'd rather do small ones like this big, put a notch in them, sharpen one end, drive them in, grommet hits the notch, you're good to go. If it pops, just reset it. But I'd rather have multiple small tent stakes rather than having like 2 big ones. I'd rather have 4 small ones. You pop one, the other 3 is still holding. Put that one back in. That way your tent's not coming up, your tarp's not coming up and getting everything soaked. Man, I'm wet. Man, I'm slightly inconvenienced. Feel bad for me in the chat. Feel bad for me in the chat. Hell yeah, Becky Lou. Let's go to work with Becky Lou. Just builds more leg muscle. Yeah, like I'm at 100 pounds now. Even with some water, I'm probably just over 100 pounds of weight for my gear and equipment. But a year and a half ago, I had 125 pounds, and my old injured ankle hurt for 6 months. I was limping for 6 months, and I was like, oh, I just limp around the country now, fuck it. I tried to hide it, like when I'm doing hitchhiking live, so I just walk real slow, so you couldn't really tell. Some people call me out in videos, because I had the video on my face while I was walking, so I wouldn't realize people can see the limp. They could, so I got called out a couple times. And I was like, fuck it, man, my ankle just is busted. I just got to deal with pain for the rest of my life while I fucking walk around the country. Fuck it, I did. But when I took 25 pounds off of my gear and loadout with my equipment, immediately the ankle got better. Immediately. Like, within a week, it was back to normal. I'm like, oh, I was putting 125 pounds plus my body weight on that, pressure it on my ankle when I was walking. So I've come to realize about 100 pounds is my limit. I can't really carry more than 100 pounds for hours every day. Just over 100 when I have water and all that and food. What do I do without you, biscuits? I was just thinking about that the other day when I was sleeping, laying down, touching myself. I was like, what would I do without biscuits for you? I'd be lost. So thank you very much for saving my life out here. Looks like we're starting to get out of the heavy and moderate into a moderate and light rain. Ugh. Shit. So this is going to rain longer. I don't want to get wet. Yeah, the wind shifted a little bit. I'm right on the edge of it, but it's going to keep on coming at me for a while. If I'm lucky, after 2, it'll be completely dry. It looks like it's going to get a little spotty about 12:30, 12:45. I might be able to go on and get out of here real quick. Hopefully. What the heart me, thank you. When I think about you, I touch myself. Whoa. I don't know, Wheeler. I'm not sure. A lot of Columbia out here. Columbia River, Columbia Falls, Columbia Gorge, which is part of the Columbia River. I'm not stuck. I was just spinning my wheels for a week, Just fucking, I don't know, something came over me when I got into Flathead County where I was like, I'm just gonna walk around. Probably the weather, but mixed between the weather and new boots, so I got the ankle support again. It doesn't hurt. I can't feel every fucking pebble I step on now because my shit's not all worn out. And it's fucking decent weather, dude. It was so hot in California. Like, it seems like so long ago, but it was like a month and a half ago. You know what I mean? Oh man, it's so fucking hot. Well over 100 every fucking day. Now I'm watching other travelers go through it in the south. It's like, fuck. Fucking Jamie and Goose and Monty Lee, Les and Railcar. They're all fucking in extreme heat. I'm like, oh, don't envy that. So I think once I came up here and the weather was fucking perfect camping weather and mountains and fucking deer and stray cats, cool people. I think my brain was just like, yo, we're gonna hike all around this area and work the fuck out. You rest when you fucking pass. But today I was all about getting out of here. That was the main objective today, is just to fucking get out of here. I started hitchhiking through Glacier Park, but the rain had different plans for me. Oh, I was there for Sunday. It was really good. Oh. I ate that when I was in Hitches Live. So talking the token, I'd ask a question and make a statement. Yeah. Well, this one. It's fantastic. Oh. Yeah, when I jump in a car and I break down 4 states away from wherever you're at, right? I get that. I've traveled in a car before. I was dating someone that they worked at those like adult houses, those legal houses in Nevada, up in Elko. And then they would make bank over like 2 or 3 months and they'd travel the country for the rest of the year. So we met, we started talking in a more than friend kind of way, and then they went to work. And then, a month and a half later, we're traveling around the country. We traveled together for a month. And it was just a toxic relationship, you know what I mean? Like, we would argue like we were dating for fucking 9 years and shit. I'm like, yo, this ain't it, And plus, like, whatever. At the end of the night, they get a little too lit, and they'd be like, "Where's that $80? You stole my $80." I'm like, "I'm not a thief. I don't steal, so I don't know where you put it." "No, you definitely took it. You definitely stole it." I felt like I was inheriting sins from people that she's dated before that would steal her shit or whatever. You know what I mean? And then like she'd find it in the glove box, like the next day, and be like, "Sorry for making 3 hours of your life miserable for that thing you didn't do." And that's like a fairly common occurrence, like that kind of shit. So I was like, I'm fucking out of here. But also like the car traveling part, she traveled in an SUV. It's like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, I need to get the fuck up, not squish this person that I'm sleeping next to, finagle my way out of the car door, get out, go to the bathroom, come back, and then get back in and try not to make too much of a fucking, try not to wake the other person up. And then just traveling in the car all day. It's like all day long, you're just on a road and surrounded by four walls. I'm like, I don't really like this. So I test drove being a rubber tramp, driving around the country for a month. I was not a fan. I could do some stuff on a car. I can replace like ball joints, lower ball joints, tie rods, and change the spark plugs, and change the oil and shit like that. Replace a battery, all the simple shit, of course, but not like I'm not a mechanic. I've just worked on cars with people throughout the years, throughout my life. Yeah, I'll give you a hand. Yeah, what do you need? Then you end up doing it. Especially usually I'm the bigger person, so all the hammer swinging I got to do. So it gives you an intimate idea of what you're doing. This rain's letting up. How many spark plugs does Tesla have? Not enough, if you ask me. Yeah, that was a tie rod into lower ball joints. 2 tie rods and a lower ball joint, right? Something like that. No, it was that rod. It was a rod that went in. It wasn't a tie rod. It was something else. This big, long rod that the thing was stuck to. And it was fucking crazy, right? Because, like, the person only had a 4-pound sledgehammer. So I'm sitting there for hours trying to knock this thing fucking loose on TikTok Live. For hours. And nothing. I'm like, we need a bigger fucking hammer, dude. The whole chat. And when it's a mechanic, you need a bigger hammer. So went to AutoZone. They didn't have anything over 4 pounds. Went to Walmart. Nothing over 4 pounds. Went to a hardware store. No sledgehammers at all. Like, what do you mean a hardware store? There's no fucking sledgehammers. It's like someone went in and bought up all the sledgehammers before we got there. So the next day, a mechanic pulled up. Like, you guys having trouble? We're in a Walmart parking lot with the thing up on fucking, on bricks and shit. Not bricks, but those stands that hold the front end up. No tire on it on the front end. So glad they didn't kick us out. We would have been fucked. But this guy pulled up and he's like, "Hey, like, I'm a mechanic. What can I do? Like, we need a big ass hammer." He's like, "I got you." Drove off, came back with a 12-pounder, hit it one time, pop, knocked it right off. Like, hell yeah. That's the thing about that person I was seeing too, man. Like, I did so much fucking work on that car for fucking 3 days. While I was on live stream, people were paying for parts that we needed and shit like that. It was super fucking cool. But at the end of it, the guy came and knocked the piece off. So she grabs the piece. She's like, "Take a photo of me." So I took a photo of her holding the piece. And then she makes a post like, "Look what I did all by myself." I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean all by yourself? Oh, people really like on social media when women fix cars by themselves. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's not what happened. Like, I don't know. I can't make content that's a lie, personally. But, yeah, the relationship didn't last too long. About a month. No, I don't want a car. I don't want a vehicle. Trust me, I've had plenty of people offer me a vehicle free and clear, There's even an abominable creature driving around a vehicle that was offered to me, and I said no in South Dakota. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, this is a great running SUV. You can just have it. No, I like to do it when I do. Give it to someone who needs it. Oh, I ain't gonna use it. I know me. I just drive it till I ran out of gas. First time I had any issue with any funding for the vehicle, I wouldn't come on here and ask for money. I would just leave, just ditch it somewhere. Which sounds shitty. I would just ditch a vehicle somewhere randomly and keep on going. That sounds shitty. Yeah, you're right. That's why I don't have a vehicle. You gotta have some self-awareness. This rain's letting up. Ooh. I was about to say I should get while the getting's good, then pick back up again. Sick of sitting here, though. I'll tell you what. Oh, right. The only thing I got to worry about is my Chevrolet legs, my Lambo feeties. You know. Yeah, I gotta have some self-awareness. Going to be on the internet, right? Damn, it's only 56 right now. All right, intensity. I'm not getting another break for another hour in this rain. 2 hours maybe too. Top's filling up with water. It's leaking in. Come on, get the fuck out of here, water. Breaking my balls here. There we go. Good as new. Oh, we gotta do that again in a bit. I love Disney Girl. I was just talking about Disney adults earlier. I've only met 2 that didn't give me the ick. Sorry. I don't know. You can be cool as shit. You know, so I've only met 2 Disney adults in real life, and they were cool as fuck. Everything else I've seen on the internet. You know what I mean? So I probably see the worst of the worst, like everything else. There's the internet. My hands all wet now. Have your shit stolen? A couple times. Got my pack stolen once 4 years ago in Albuquerque. So I use my pack as a pillow now. If you take it, you know, you're gonna make me up. What you doing there, bud? And then a year and a half ago about, I was sleeping, so I grabbed my headlamp and a pack of tobacco up in Opelousas, Louisiana. Montana, you never know. Fair enough. I'm not a crazy obsessed one, just a Disney fan. Fair enough. Fair enough, Disney go forever. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum or anything. I want you to enjoy your life no matter what that means to you, for sure. Oh, where even can I go if I get out of here? Where can I go get cover? What do you got in town here? Not much. It's Friday, everything's gonna be open. I can find a spot, a store or something. But everything's so fucking wet. That's wet. The sleeping mat's soaked all the way through, dude. I mean, it's nice to get a free wash on it. I don't know, man. We had 2 hours of rain. It's just let up a little bit. Move or stay? Do I stay where I'm getting wet but my gear is dry? Or do I leave and try to find a place where I can stay dry as well or get dry? I'm fucking soaked. Pockets filling up with fucking water. I think I should make a move. It's always risky, the unknown. I don't know what I'm about to bump into. This rain's gonna pick up as soon as I start walking, soak me all the way through or whatever, but I can't fucking sit here all day in the fucking rain. So let me go on, get out of here, pack the shit up and go on, get. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll be back later today, I'm sure. Fucking ramble at you fine folks. But I don't want to keep fucking sitting here all the fucking day. So I'm gonna pack this all up real quick, lickety split, while the rain just let up. Is that wind or rain coming? Just wind. All right, yeah, let me go on and get while the gettings go. See y'all soon. Appreciate y'all for watching. Sorry for the quick goodbye, but I'm going to get all this packed up while the rain let up. I only got a brief moment here to